All right, so we're going to talk about three different types of songs. Songs written for one person, songs written for everyone, and songs that tell a story. So thinking about bands that you like, what would be a good example of a song that tells a story of songs that you guys like?
One example of band?
Yeah, one
Green
example.
Day.
Green Day, what song?
Jesus of Suburbia.
Okay. And what is that song? What's that song about? What's the story about?
Well, the whole album is about three people trying to make the best of their lives.
Okay, good. Which is a central theme we all can apply to our lives. What about songs written for everyone? Yes.
It's called Shots.
Everybody.
What about, has anyone ever listened to Bob Marley?
Aye.
Okay, Don't Worry About a Thing, because every little thing's going to be all right. He wrote it basically for everybody. You know, it's something that everybody can apply to their lives, right? They usually have a message that go along with songs that are written for everyone. I'm going to be giving examples. But songs that are written for everyone usually have a message. Folk songs usually tend to have a message. Punk songs tend to have a message. Okay. Songs written for one person. Good examples of songs written for one person would be like love songs. Okay. They're usually intended for one person to hear. I mean, obviously, we all use love songs when first thing you do when you have a new boyfriend, new girlfriend, you tell them, you make an iPod shuffle or whatever of your favorite love songs or whatever. I mean, back in my day, we used mixed CDs, but I would assume nowadays you use MP3s and whatnot. So songs that tell a story, they're going to make you picture things. These types of songs will use, I don't want to get into elements of English, but they'll use similes and metaphors and things of that nature to kind of help evoke the imagery. A good song that does that, has anyone ever listened to Death Cab for Cutie? There's a song off of Transatlanticism or whatever it's called Passenger Seat. It talks about this boy sitting in a car, kind of observing the world from this country road, and kind of picturing his life from this passenger seat and how his father or whoever's driving him is kind of leading him through life. So I'm going to do a couple examples of songs that I've written that are similar to songs written for one person, songs written for everyone, and songs that tell a story. So the first song I actually just wrote. It was for my wife. We just celebrated our 8th anniversary. And it's a simple song, and it's all about the lyrics. So hopefully that will be conveyed to you guys. So here it goes. You tell me I'm your lover, man. Wrap your arms around my tired skin. Well, aren't you cute? And I tell you, you mean everything for all the world that I could ever dream. I dream of you. 'Cause we know what life's all about. It's about finding love you can't live without. And at the end of these long roads we choose, there's always you. There's always you. You tell me I'm your Superman. Wrap your arms around my tired skin. Well, aren't you cute? And I tell you you're my Supergirl, that you saved me from my lonely world. Well, yeah, you know the truth. 'Cause we know what life's all about. It's about finding love you can't live without. And at the end of these long roads we choose, there's always you. There's always you. And at the end of all our days, I'll tell you how you took my breath away through all these years. And you will just look back at me with eyes of such infinity that words, they have no use. 'Cause we know what life's all about. It's about finding love and live without. And at the end of these long roads we choose, there's always you. There's always you. Because we know what life's all about. It's about finding love, can't live without. And at the end of these long roads we choose, there's always you. There's always you. So I wrote that over a dinner break at my job. 30 minutes. But the sentiment was there. I believe that songs really kind of are born by our experiences. A lot of times when we write lines, they kind of pop out at us later, long after we've written them, and we see that they're really kind of conveying parts of our past. There was a part in there where I talked with the chorus, we know what life's all about. It's about finding love you can't live without. And the big component for that was before I met my wife, I wasn't real sure I had found love in my life, and I didn't know until I found her. So that's where that line comes in. I want to preface it by saying, you know, it's nice and great to put lyrics together and make them rhyme and everything like that. However, you know, there's no wrong way to write a song. Songs have been written so many different ways with so many different instruments. There's no wrong way to write a song. So if you start from that knowledge that there's no way to write a wrong song, that you're always going to write a song that's from your heart. Okay? Finding yourself through your music is one of the greatest, to me, one of the greatest gifts of songwriting. Finding yourself through your music. So songs that are written for one person. That's an example. I'm going to show you a song that I wrote written for everyone. It tells a message. I'll tell you the story behind this song before I start. So this song was, again, like the other one, it actually talks about a time in my life where I was kind of in transition between 2 points. And it was Christmas Eve, on the night of Christmas Eve in 1998. And I was moving from Florida to Pennsylvania, and I was moving from a time of turbulence to a time of hope. And so when I was traveling on I-40 East, right outside of Knoxville, Tennessee, I guess the picture of this moment kind of lasted through the years, and I'd end up writing this song in 2003. And it really is kind of about that time, being alone on Christmas, and kind of feeling kind of far from everything, but at the same time feeling hopeful about my future. And it's also kind of a Christmas song. It's about you know, how we're good to each other around the holidays, Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever holiday you celebrate. There's this certain joy and element of brotherhood or sisterhood that we bring to our lives around that time. And then it's just kind of forgotten around New Year's Eve, you know. We forget about the causes that we are passionate about, and we forget about, you know, compassion for other people. So it's kind of about that, and about that moment. So I hope you guys like it. And it's called Life Spent in Retreat. It's on my MySpace page. traveling on I-40 East. Just the snow and the trees and the road folds behind with every exit sign, like a life spent in rewind, and it got me to thinking. So I'm rolling along, humming Christmas songs and reflecting on the year as the world lies beneath these snow-covered streets, like a life spent in retreat, and it got me to thinking. And why can't we just live like we can't die, starting tonight? If it takes some time to see how fragile I am. And why can't we just give till we can see we have all we need? And why can't we just love with all our hearts until they burst apart, until they no longer start. Of road is the longest. The last stretch of road is the longest. And why can't we just live like we can't die, starting tonight? If it takes some time to see how fragile lives can be, I guess we got offline. And why can't we give to and see we have all we need? And why can't we just love like it's a cause, can never give up? That's it. Songs have a tremendous possibility to kind of change lives. And when I started writing music, it was really as just a way to personalize my experiences and kind of grow and learn and adapt and it was almost like kind of like a song type of journal. And I've always kind of worked with the estimation that what we experience and what we write transcends just what we're going through. So I'm hoping that as you go on and you start writing more material, that will be a focus. So let's talk about songs that tell a story. Songs that tell a story, like I said, they use like metaphors and similes, stuff like that. Metaphors, you guys know what metaphors and similes are. It's a strong way to get across what you're saying without being so blanketly saying what you're trying to say. I'm hoping that this will come across. This song is kind of direct, but at the same time has metaphors kind of thrown in. So once I get through this, we're gonna try and write a song. I want you guys to just try and think about a type of song you would like to try and work on. We could talk about a song that tells a story. Talk about songs that maybe we want to have a song that has a message, or write a song for one person. So as we're going along, just try and think of that as I'm singing this, and what we'll do is we'll go from a theme and go from there. These songs tend to write themselves, and I think you'll be surprised at the end what we come up with. So I do this with brain-injured patients on a weekly basis. Obviously not this in depth, but at the same time, they're able to write lyrics, write songs, and everything. I've also worked on psych units where we've done this, and it's just a tremendous help for these people. So I'm hoping that you guys will just kind of go with it, and just the less inhibition, the better. So this song is basically about, it's kind of a somber song, I apologize, but it's the best one that I had that kind of tells a story. I wrote it originally because I was writing a novel, and at the beginning of every chapter, the novel I was writing, it had a quote from a band to kind of sum up that chapter. And I was going through all my CDs, and I couldn't find a quote for the chapter I was writing, so I just created a song that had a quote in it. So, and here it goes. There's no signs of life as I peer into your eyes. Just cold, stiff hands as I say my goodbyes to an old friend of mine. And flowers and suits and this pathetic excuse to get dressed up when you feel it's no use. It begs the question, just where do we go? I close my... Oh, sorry guys. Hold up. Sorry. So sorry. Here we go. Close my eyes and just dream that wherever you may go, they have wings. And I close my eyes and believe that wherever you may go, they have peace. And I'm in this line of cars, and we're all blinking out our loss. And we drive 10 miles to draped roses across your empty casket, but just where do we go? I close my eyes and just dream that wherever you may go, they have wings. And I close my eyes and believe that wherever you may go, they have peace. There you go, guys. So I hope the songs helped a little bit. Hopefully helped inspire a little bit. Is there any ideas for songs that hop out at you guys? Don't be bashful. Whoever wants to raise a hand or whatever. Is there any type of song that you think you'd like to write, as far as songs written for one person, written for everyone, tell a story? What do you think, as a collection of people, we might be able to do?
Well, since it's August, summer is basically over. We're getting into autumn, kind of there's some transitional period, kind of it. So it can affect a lot of people and stuff. So
yeah, I think that's a great idea. So, and the seasons are a metaphor for how we live our lives. You know, everything has an ebb and flow, has a time of rebirth and change, right? So I'm going to use a type of writing thing that you guys can use. You probably have used it in comp classes, and it's called clustering. It's a good way of getting your ideas down and just kind of getting them out, fleshing them out, and then from there creating lyrics from them. So why don't we? What would you want to make that the topic? Would it be change of seasons, or would it be?
Never continuation of life, but I don't know.
Okay, so like the ebb and flow of life, kind of. You mean?
I mean, I was we don't have to do exactly what I was thinking, but what I was doing more a specific summers over thing, but you're going more for the season, so we do the change of seasons just to make it a little easier.
Okay, so and when I say change of seasons, we can use the technical change of seasons to kind of define other elements of our lives, change and stuff like that. So change seasons. What do you think of when you think of change of seasons? Just throw something out. Getting cold. Getting cold. All right. What else? Yes?
Trees. The leaves start to fall.
Leaves are falling. My favorite time of the year. Okay, what else?
That smell that trees have, if you're in a woodsy area, that's just certain smell.
Okay. Smell of the trees. What about when it gets cold? Is there a certain type of feeling when you experience cold?
Snow.
Snow, okay. What about that crisp morning? else, guys?
What else, guys?
What's great about
What's
summer
great
that
about
we
summer
might be
that
missing?
we
Or what do you got?
missing? Or what do you got?
Colors always change around you when you're outside.
Summer, everything starts to come back. Like in the spring, I come right up.
What did you say about summer?
Like in the springtime, everything starts to come back.
Okay, so in the spring things come back.
It's like the light.
I'm going to put things in bloom. Sound like what you were going for?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
We need summer stuff.
Summer stuff. What can we put?
Freedom.
I don't know. Stuff. We need summer stuff. Flowers bloom.
Flowers bloom.
No, that's spring. Maybe like it's really hot and sunny and stuff.
Beaches.
Yeah, what beaches?
Oh, yeah.
Sunset's by the beach.
Nice. Sunsets by the beach. What else comes with the beach? Who do you go to the beach with? Friends and family?
California girls. Barbecues.
I heard barbecues.
Camping.
Barbecue. I don't know about you, but in the summer, when it starts coming from summer or even winter to spring, with the change of seasons, I feel more alive. You know, just having that change, because it's just when you go through certain months of the same thing every day, it just everything feels the same. When you're going through a new month, it just kind of reinvigorates you. Anything else you could say about change of season?
Like a new beginning.
New beginning.
Somebody else said the cycle of life over there before.
Cycle of life. Okay, so you can see we have an abundance of ideas we put down in a few minutes, right? What season would you like to start with? Fall? Okay, so starting with fall. So what can we say about fall? I know fall's over there, but I don't have room over there. So what do we have for fall? What would you like to use for a line that we could borrow from these things? These are our fall things that we have. What could we use? Okay. How could we put that in one sentence?
What kind of sentence?
What are you hopeful for about when autumn comes? Who here likes autumn? Like who's got autumn as their favorite season? If you could say one thing about autumn, what would it be about autumn? Your birthday. Okay. Okay. What about, who here is a fan of foliage? Because we've talked about leaves and everything. All right, so what could you say about leaves? What could you say about the leaves? Leaves are falling from the trees. Oops.
The days get shorter.
Days get shorter?
I can't stand it.
It's a big deal.
How does it make you feel when the days get shorter? Tired. How could we say it in another way, tired?
Sleepy. Drone.
Sleepy, drone. In one sentence. Okay? I go into hibernation. Okay? Summer. I know we're not going in order, but
Because isn't it fall?
What's that? You got something for fall?
Yeah, like bittersweet relationship. You know, fall like is like you don't like it, but you kind of don't like it at the same time.
What can you say about it? How would you put it? What's something you like and don't like at the same time that's not fall? That people like and they don't like in general in life. Change. So, what can we say about change? How could we say it? How could we say it? I like the idea that you have. It's really good. I'm just trying to develop and shape it. So, what can we say about change?
Say like from like as far as leaves, say that like you mentioned the colors changing. So like they go to like orange and stuff.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. So, leaves changing is kind of like what? Okay. What else goes into hibernation? Bears. What else changes after it hibernates?
It's fat.
What else changes after it hibernates? What other animal? What is more beautiful?
More beautiful.
Yes. So I go into hibernation, and I want to incorporate this new beginning, and start a new beginning. Change leads to a new beginning. I like that. Okay, so change leads to new beginnings. So, let's see. Sorry, guys. All right, so I'm just trying to piece out something really quick. That's all. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so let's talk about summer really quick. What do we have down for summer? What's that?
That's fancy.
What's that?
Just making fun of Spencer here.
Oh, okay. So what do you like about summer?
No school. Woo.
All right. Freedom, right?
Yeah.
You know, sunset is kind of the end of something, the end of a day.
Freedom.
Beginning of the night.
Amazing day.
That too. Both of those things, yeah.
Romance.
What is it freedom from? When you have your summers, what is it freedom from? The man, okay. What does the man give you? What does the man give you? Responsibilities. What's another word for responsibilities? That has more of a negative connotation. I'm thinking of something that starts with an O.
Obligations.
Obligations. Freedom from. What do you think about freedom from obligations? You like that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, freedom from obligations. Who here has their favorite season of summer? Okay. Is it because of your birthday? Okay. Is there any other reason?
I think it's just because no school, no work, that kind of thing.
Okay. Okay, no school, no work.
I like it because you can be more active, like go biking more
Yeah.
often because no seasons. It's
Okay.
It's like the season of sports, really.
The season of sports.
water.
Okay. Season of sports. Yes. What's that? Warm. Okay, when we define things as in general in life, when things are warm, are they usually tend to be a good feeling or a bad feeling?
Good, bad.
Both.
Okay, it can be both. What about, well, not hot, but like warm. Not hot, like warm. How's
I mean,
warm?
like warm milk is bad.
Touche. All right. So season of sports you guys had. What else do you do when you play sports?
Sweat.
Sweat. Okay.
Yeah, smelly.
Season of. I'll keep season of sports. Okay. Let's move on to spring. We'll get to winter. All right, what's winter? I mean, what's spring?
My birthday.
Spring's your birthday?
Flowers blooming. Bugs comes back.
Come back to life.
I just
That-
said that.
I like that because it ties in with the hibernation.
Too happy.
Green.
Rains in spring.
Green.
Yeah, it does.
Much more green.
He goes at like doorway.
This year was the opposite.
What is green?
The grass.
Grass. Trees.
Trees. All right.
It was largest in like a lot of
If you're coming back to life, green. Speaking of like metaphors and stuff, green is usually a metaphor for something what? New, right? New and envy. You're right. So, so what could we say? Green with what? Coming back to life, green. Actually, I don't like that. Sorry. What can we say after coming back to life, guys? What else?
Born again.
Everything's changing.
Animals and trees.
Everything what?
Has evolved.
Has evolved. Good. Everything has evolved. Anything else you guys want to mention about spring?
Colors coming back. It's all text and white and stuff.
Newborn animals.
Colors come back. How do they feel? How does it make you feel when the colors come back?
I don't know. Well, it makes me feel happy because colors are happy. It makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside.
And make me feel what?
We were just joking around saying warm and fuzzy inside.
Oh, okay.
It's true, but happy. It sounds kind of.
Well, we'll keep that.
Yeah, it does.
All right, winter.
Sad. Winter isn't necessarily a blanket of white. A blanket of white.
Narnia.
Winter, what do you think of when you think of winter?
A blanket of white.
Yeah, Christmas.
A lot of times.
Yeah, I was about to say like maybe after it, say the word Christmas.
Yeah.
All right, cold, a blanket of white. What else?
Christmas.
Christmas. Holidays?
No.
No Christmas? Just Christmas?
Just Christmas.
Okay. All right, so we've narrowed it down to other things, guys. So I'm going to leave these out. And we'll start from there, working with it. Some of these are already lines. We just haven't kind of phrased them as lines in song yet. So. What season would you like to start with?
I think we should go in order.
What's first that you're going to
Start with fall. I think
Fall?
we should start with summer.
Start with summer?
Because it would be better if it had a happy ending.
Okay.
Yeah, ending summer.
End with summer?
Yeah.
And start with fall? So fall into winter, into spring, into summer? Okay. So I'm not using every line from. I'm not going to use every line from here, guys. Hi. I'm not going to use every line from here, but I just wanted to use it to kind of get it kind of down. So So what line pops out of you? Pops out from using from the fall section? Is there a line that pops out at you?
Leaves are falling
Okay. Where are they falling from?
from the trees.
Branches. Branches.
Leaves are falling from what?
Branches.
The trees.
Of course they fall.
Okay.
I know. Like mix it up.
There's still
This
some
is
dead
the,
trees
this is
around
the
our
season
house.
where we had the hibernation.
What's that?
All the leaves on the tree.
How about the days are getting shorter? Do you like that?
That's kind of interesting. Trees get undressed with the coldest season.
That's what I was telling you.
Leaves are falling.
What was that you said?
Yeah, I don't know what you said. The leaves get undressed for the coldest season. I mean, the trees get undressed for the coldest season.
Because they're losing their leaves.
The trees get undressed.
To the sound of the breezes that blow.
Even like further on the ground.
That's what I tried doing the
Say it
last
again,
one.
guys. That's good.
For the coldest season?
To the sound. Go ahead, say that again.
Oh no, I kind of borrowed it.
Well, from you?
No.
Oh, from.
Okay. So. Let's see. So I was thinking of something like leaves are falling from the trees, days are getting shorter, trees, what is it? The trees get undressed for the coldest season. Do you like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so it goes, guys, I'm sorry, this mic is like driving me up a wall. All right, so leaves are falling from the trees. So leaves are falling from the trees. The days are getting shorter. The trees get undressed for the coldest season. For the coldest season. I'm hearing something. What's that?
That third line is like the same as the first.
Yeah.
It's just more metaphoric. I wouldn't say both.
I like them.
So you want to take the third line out?
No, I'd take the first line out
Put
and
the
put
third
the third
line
line
as the
there.
first one.
Third line. All right, so third line is the first line. So the trees get undressed for the coldest. Let's see. Trees.
That doesn't work.
Yeah, it kind of works as a third one because you can kind of move around with it. It doesn't have to be on rhythm.
So this is like the first one.
Yeah.
The second one.
So what would you guys like for the first line?
I think that like, I don't know, I mean, from what you were saying before, I feel like there needs to be like one more line between the first and second and the trees getting undressed for the day.
What would you guys suggest? You guys are the songwriters. What do you think? You have other lines you can choose from here.
Well, there's the hibernation.
I kind of like that line. I mean, do you guys want to use that?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's try that one. Where do you want it?
After the days are getting shorter.
Okay.
Is there a word we can sing with the song?
Are we keeping the first line or are we getting rid of that?
I feel like the second line might be the first one.
Yeah, the longest.
So the first line should be, the second line should be the first line? Is what you're saying? The days are getting shorter? Okay, so the days are getting shorter. Okay, so the days are getting shorter. And where are we going from there? The hibernation line?
I think we should support like first line, like instead of like just like having more than like some crazy like random ideas. I think we should just like support them.
Okay. What would you suggest?
Um,
The days are getting shorter.
The nights are getting longer.
Nights are getting colder.
Or just started with
That
the
actually fits. I
The
mean,
nights are getting colder.
rhythmically,
I like that.
Yeah, we should
what's that?
start
The
it-
days
The
are,
nights are getting colder.
the nights are getting.
Andrew, what were you saying?
We should start the song with the nights are getting longer instead of the days are getting shorter.
How about making it short instead of shorter?
The nights get short.
Or grow short.
The nights get short.
The
Or the
nights
nights
get
get
long.
short.
Yeah.
The nights, you can't go short. The nights
Getting short.
The days get
Short,
short.
you can grow short.
I like
Okay, so are we keeping the days are getting shorter, the nights are getting longer? Okay.
getting colder.
Man,
Getting colder. Okay, the nights are getting colder.
Instead of the trees are getting shorter, the nights are getting colder. We just do the
Days are getting shorter, the nights are getting cold.
Yeah, the days are getting short, the nights are getting cold.
no, like shorter and cold.
Shorter and cold. All right. And then from where what?